Welcome back to the 4 Stages of Competency. I'm Dawn Jones from Successful Training Solutions. Last time we talked, we focused on Stage 1, unconscious incompetence. And this is when we don't know something we don't know until somebody has brought it to our attention. Now, I gave you an action item last time to think about what are the things you're saying to yourself. What are the things you're saying to rationalize, justify, or excuse your behavior? Now, as I left you and I watched the video from last time, I realized I had said, what was it, conscious incompetence or unconscious competence? No, I think I said conscious competence. That's what I said. And that was a perfect illustration of not realizing that I said something that I was unaware of. And when it comes to unconscious incompetence, usually we're not aware of it until either somebody brings it to our attention or we go back and we review something that we have said or done. This brings us to Stage 2, conscious incompetence. This is where we are now aware that we don't know something we don't know and everybody else around us knows we don't know it. At this point, we can continue to rationalize, justify, and excuse, or we can take action. Now, depending on the wake-up call, which is what I like to call this stage, will determine how we respond. If we wake up and we realize, you know what? I need to change this area in my life if I'm going to grow to that next level. That's when we can start to look for ways to grow. Now, one of the biggest factors that holds us back at Stage 2 is what's called procrastination. And I'm going to give you 3 techniques today for overcoming procrastination in any area of your life. The first technique is I want you to think of how good you will feel when this habit is off of your plate. Think of how good it will feel. That's the first technique. In order to think of how good it will feel, this is bringing in your logic and your emotion. I mentioned earlier, no great change comes without pain or intensity. So we have to have the logical progression. At the same time, we've got to have the emotional, because the emotional is the why behind the what. Anybody can know something, but if we don't have a feeling or a passion or a conviction to do it, we'll never do it. I'll prove it to you with 2 words: diet and exercise. When was the last time you tried to change something in your life, such as diet and exercise? The average person will try something about 3 times and then go back to doing it the way they used to do it. So step number 1, technique number 1 in overcoming procrastination is think of how good it will feel when the task is done and off your plate. When we come back next time, I will give you technique number 2 for overcoming procrastination, and that is change your perspective. Until next time, I'm Dawn Jones with Successful Training Solutions. Live your God-given dreams.